Hi, what you're about to see is 5 photographs taken a few weeks ago, and in the photographs you'll see a certain phenomenon happening. It starts in the middle of the photograph. In the first photograph, if you look just beneath the sun, you'll see a red object. In the second photograph, you'll see the red object now has developed into something with a cone, a green cone with a red ball of light underneath it. If you look in the third photograph, you'll see that it has now veered to the left of the sun. It is a red glowing object, red and orange, probably yellow, with a green spout shooting at a red fireball. If you look at the next photograph, you can see the same thing, only more defined. The fireball is really red and round. The other part of the phenomenon is red and orange and green. And in the last photograph, you'll see that the red fireball has hit the deck of the ship that was moored alongside the riverbank. So if you go back to this photograph here, you'll see that it starts in the first, just under the sun, above the reflection in the water. Now, I actually looked up the definition of Foo Fighters, and I'll read you what it says. This is from Wikipedia. The first sightings occurred in November 1944 when pilots flying over Germany by night reported seeing fast-moving, round, glowing objects following their aircraft. The objects were variously described as fiery and glowing red, white or orange. Some pilots described them as resembling Christmas tree lights and reported that they seemed to toy with the aircraft, making wild turns before simply vanishing. Pilots and aircrew reported that the objects flew formation with the aircraft and behaved as if under intelligent control, but never displayed hostile behaviour. However, they could not be outmanoeuvred or shot down. The phenomenon was so widespread that the lights earned a name in the European theatre of operations. They were often called kraut fireballs, but for the most part called Foo Fighters. The military took the sightings seriously, suspecting that they were mysterious sightings might be secret German weapons, but further investigation revealed that German and Japanese pilots had reported similar sightings. So I'll go back to the first photograph. Just above the reflection of the sun in the water, you may be able to see that the Foo Fighter is starting to form. In the second photograph, you can see the green and yellow spout in the middle coming out, and it's forming the red fireball. In the third photograph, you'll see the fireball actually being pushed or ejected or moving faster away from the original phenomenon. Then you can see the red fireball again shooting forward, and moments later the red fireball has spilled onto the deck of the ship that was moored alongside the river. So I think they're Foo Fighters. I've never seen pictures of them before. I seriously think this is a good candidate for Foo Fighters.